debate for a long time now. It's, going back and forth. Basically, it's a farmland slash wildlife preservation bill that I am, looking to pass with the council. And right now, I'm just kind of working on it and kind of building it up. And there's still a lot of research to do and everything. But today I'm here to give a presentation because I am applying for to be a national collegiate ag ambassador, and they require a minimum of 5 minutes of a presentation. And I thought it would be a good idea to present on this since I'm already working on this. Also, it's a good thought, and I would really like your feedback on it. When I'm done with my presentation, I'm going to be handing out index cards for your comments, your feedback, whether it's good, bad. I just, want everything. So,
okay, so sometimes it's always good for the elders to know who you are. Let's turn your chair so you can see the presentation behind you. But look how the screen is.
Do you want me to turn off the lights, Rita? Okay.
Okay, so Heather is from Guanajuato.
Yes.
Daisy, Ameda, and Philip. Yes, Dina. I asked you to say that. I am, and I will be, but Nana Lucy there. Oh, yeah. Okay. Nana Lucy, great granddaughter. Yeah. Great. So see that's so much easier for us to know which family.
My name is Heather Aveda, and I'm a junior going to New Mexico State University, majoring in agriculture biology. I am here to present this. Like I said before, this is an ongoing debate, and I grew up in agriculture, doing around agriculture a lot, and watching my dad farm his fields, waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning just to irrigate. And the past 10 years, it's occurred to me that there's more mobile homes and more residential areas being put up. And, I think it's very important to preserve our land because for the future, not only for the future generations, but also for our culture, our traditions. I know we do a lot of, the tribe uses the land a lot for traditional, hunting. And I just kind of want to get it out there to the tribe that this is very important and we need to do something about it before it's too late and, all of the land is lost. So, okay, so I'll just, start with, Isleta Pueblo. Are you ready for this? And what it's going to be is the Farmland / Wildlife Preservation Bill. And I'm going to talk about the wildlife, the impact of the water rights, the costs and utilities, and also the negative effects. The farmland loss, there's an increase of building of homes, there's loss of land, and also there's a big possibility of of losing our water rights. What we can do about it is, we need to encourage the younger generation and educate them the importance that the farmland is very important. Also, wildlife preservation is very important, and we just need to pass some sort of bill that regulates this. That regulates the building of residential areas and build upon it. Okay, wildlife preservation. Okay, the benefits to preserving wildlife. There's a lot of migration sites, as you can see, for geese, ducks, and the cranes. A lot of them migrate in the winter, and a lot of them use the farmers' land to, just migrate and do a lot of migration there. And also, the land is for hunting locals, local hunting. And there's a lot of pheasant hunting, a lot of rabbit hunting, or, rabbit hunting is used for our dances. And it's just, what are we going to do when all the land is consumed with residential life and there's no more rabbits to hunt because there's no more land that's going to be left? And that's a picture by my parents' house of the river, and, it's green and it's luscious and everything. So the more we build mobile homes, the more we put houses, the more we urbanize our community, the more we lose our water rights. I have learned from my uncle. He was telling me this morning as I was talking to him, that David Abeda fought a lot for our water rights, because there was no running water. We had no running water before. So to be blessed to have the water rights today, and just to think that it can all be taken away tomorrow because we're not taking the time to preserve the farmland of today. So I think it has a lot of effect on everybody. And also, like I mentioned, there's going to be lots of water rights, and it's also going to impact the irrigation down the Rio Grande Valley. A lot of farmers are going to be impacted not only in Isleta, but also going down to Socorro and Las Cruces, and it's just going to have a bad effect on everybody. So like I said before, we need a input from everybody and just have some sort of regulation on that. Also, when they put mobile homes on farmland, or just homes in general on farmland, it takes extra money out because you're putting that home that's basically sort of in the middle of nowhere. So it costs more to put up the electricity poles, there's more to, it's just more cost to put up, everything. And also, like Rita said, sewage systems, they're thinking about that we're going to have to start paying for the sewage for trash. And, once our water rights are taken away, then they're just going to, we give them an inch, they're going to take a mile, basically. And I got this quote from Fidel R. Lorenzo, and he stated, "Land is the source of physical and spiritual life." And he dealt a lot with Pueblo lands and water rights. The negative impact, I can't say there's just a couple of negative impacts that are going to be playing a role. There's going to be, more than 2 reasons of negative impact. One is if we lose our farmland, there's a lot of alfalfa fields that are being farmed, and the farmers sell the bells to, local farms or just people in general. And if we lose the alfalfa fields, or just, the fields in general, then there's going to be an increase in alfalfa because there's not going to be that much hay. And once there's an increase in alfalfa, there's going to be an increase in livestock as well. That would be, to go up, and just everything in general would go up. And I'm not sure if you heard, there was a shortage of alfalfa this past couple of years or past years. So I think Isleta has a lot of impact in also the alfalfa industry. Okay, so what I'm going to do is imagine yourself in the early 1900s. We're going to go back in time for a little bit. There was this bill. It was called the Bursum Bill that they were trying to pass in the 1900s. And that bill basically was going to allow settlers to, take land from the 19 pueblos in New Mexico. And the 19 pueblos had no idea about it, no idea at all. So the government was trying to pass this bill, and the pueblos didn't know about it at all. And once the pueblos found out, they wanted to have an impact on it, and they wanted to have a say and fight it. So the 19 delegates from the pueblos, they fought against this bill, and this bill never passed. This bill never passed, which, is lucky because they would have taken away 60,000 acres of Pueblo land, which is phenomenal if you ask me. That's a great portion of land. And this quote,
Sure.